during Human Said. But now he's going to talk to you via the microphone because he's one of our regulars and he's one of our favorites. You can catch him downstairs at Rougarou this Friday at a showcase downstairs. Please give it up one time for Isaac Woolsey, everybody.
Yeah!
Give it up for Josh and give it up for Human. Every day with Human. Even though he gave me a ride, I still feel bad, even worse being white when he's on stage. Yeah. Geesh. All right, but anyway, you know, one of my muses that got me into comedy was this guy named Richard, who was like 7'2" and 350 pounds, a big beef bull of a man, you know, just a tank, and you know, and a lot of people called Richard in the community, they called him Big Dick. And I'm like, yeah, it kind of feels odd going up to the bar and go, yo, Big Dick, what's up, homie? Besides you. You know, that's probably gonna not go, but now his wife, she had a different name for him. She called him false advertising. But you know, they say it is tough being a Republican in Los Angeles, but I say it's harder being a Republican in Northern Ireland. And they say being a Democrat in South Carolina is very hard. I think it's harder being a Democrat in the Republic of Congo. Good to see some geopolitical experts here. Y'all should work for CNN. They'd hire anybody. But you know, I've never been married. You know, I was engaged at one time, like 5 years ago. Then I caught her with her arm down a dude's pants. Yes, it's a her. I know I get hit on a lot by dudes, but it was a her, just for the record. It was a her, not a sir. But one thing I thought about, you know, if I were to ever be married, is like being woken up in the middle of the night, which this is for a joke because usually I'm the one who's up at weird hours of the night, just because I can't sleep. But I'm thinking, you know, there's like this husband and wife who's been married for like 30 years. He's like asleep, and then at 3 a.m. he hears ah, and he wakes up, and his wife is screaming and shaking him, and she's like, John dear, wake up! I had the horrible nightmare, and I still feel awful today. And John goes up. Listen, Sharon. We've been married for 30 years. You've been sleeping in this bed just fine, more than fine. Usually I'm the one who has to wake you up. But now you wake me up. Why is it? What was your dream? And Sharon goes on and says, oh, it was a horrible dream. I felt cold and damp, and it was dark, and my hand was in a slightly warm place that was kind of moist, and I felt a bristle go by like a rat, and I freaked out. And he's like, and John says, listen, we've been together for 30 years. I love you so much. We're thick as thin, but I will ask you one thing. Oh, yes, John, tell me what you have to say. And John says, please get your hand out of my asshole. It's always the dumb jokes that get it. A dumb joke would be like, you know, I don't like this bench. You know why? Because it's always underfoot.
Hey.
And of course, Josh missed that. Always keeping Josh on the toes, cause whenever I'm up here, Josh is like, "Oh, I gotta do some taxes or something, you know? Gotta do some homework." That's why I'm glad Josh is not Asian. And yes, I deserve the light for that one, because if he was, I would get in a lot of trouble if I made a homework joke. All right, I'm Isaac Woolsey. That's my time.
Keep it going for Isaac, everybody.
Yeah.